Hello everyone. Hi Priyanka. Hi Kamal. Hi everyone. I hope I'm audible and visible. Can you just confirm me by saying yes in the chat if I'm audible and visible both? Hi Rahul. Good evening. Hi Veer. Folks, can you confirm if I'm audible and visible? Just give a yes. Thank you so much, Shrutika. Cool. Thank you, everyone. So today we have this IG live with Priyanka on automation testing roadmap and best practices. So we will be taking questions on the same. If you have any questions related to the topic, you can use the Q&A tab and post your questions over there. We'll try to answer most of the questions. And before we kickstart this session, can I just know from which city you folks are joining us from? You can just type it in the chat, in the comment section. Which city are you guys are joining us from? I can see a lot of people joining in. Awesome. Okay, Charan is from Hyderabad. Rahul is from Bangalore. I'm also from Bangalore. Hi. Abhishek is from Bhopal. Crazy Boy is from Hyderabad. Colombo, nice. Awesome. Got it. Great to see you all here. So without any delay, I would like to call a speaker for this short IG live session, Priyanka. I'll just call up her on stage. Just a moment. The request I've sent you. The request. I hope. Hi Priyanka, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Shashank?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yes.
Great. Hope I'm visible. I'm sure I'm audible. Yeah, cool.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes, yes. Sure.
Cool. Awesome. Are you excited for this session? I know that this is your first session with the test drive. So
Yeah, sure.
excited. Got it. Cool. So can you just give us a quick intro about yourself and then we'll be good to start with the questions that we have.
Okay. So I can see many of the participants are joining, right? So
Yeah.
yes, hello everyone. My name is Priyanka, and I'm having total 15 years of experience in the software testing domain. I have been conducted some corporate trainings, and since from last 10 years, I'm in the corporate trainings only. And currently working as a freelancer trainer with multiple corporates again with DevLab, Star Agile, and yeah. So this is all about me. Yes.
Got it. Great to have, glad to have you here for your first IG live session. Uh, so the session is on automation testing, right? So
Right.
I have my first question on what advice would you give to someone who is just getting started into automation testing? So what would be your advice for them?
Okay, so first of all, like automation having a huge scope in this market, right? So
Right,
absolutely, whenever anybody is going to be start career in automation, I will
right,
suggest first go with the fundamentals of software testing.
right,
Okay, that is most important. So you should learn very well for manual testing concept because guys, for interview perspective, that's most important. Even after that, you can learn at least one programming language because for automation testing, programming language again plays very important role.
right.
Without that, you'll be not able to prepare your script. So I think yes, learn programming, then you can explore the latest tool, latest demand available in the market, like for automation testing, and absolutely you can go with the high demand is there for Selenium tool, okay? As Selenium is completely open source tool. So yes, I will suggest go with Selenium and learn Java programming. So this is how you can simple start your career, at least at the beginning level.
Right. Got it. Thank you for that. And a question, follow-up question to that. Which programming languages or tools should beginners focus at the start? So what's your
Okay.
question? Yeah.
So see, very first, as a automation tester, we are guiding tool like how to
Right.
test and what to test.
Right.
So very first, guys, if you have this question like which programming language to be select for automation, I will tell you like total language selection is totally based on the tool selection.
Yep.
Very first, we need to understand for our automation project which tool we are selecting, and based on that, you can select your automation, the
Right.
programming language. So I will suggest very first you should start learning Java programming, as Java is very popular programming
Right.
language. In fact,
Right.
there are few things like if you learn Java, you can learn any other programming language. That's my opinion. So definitely you can go with the Java programming, and after that you can learn Python. And again, the most interesting part is what, like when it comes to the automation, we have again different categories for automation.
Right.
Like we have web automation testing, mobile automation testing. So as per the current, the industry standard, you should go with the tool selection also. So yes,
Right.
go with Selenium for web automation. Cypress is also there for web automation. Even you can go for API testing with Postman, REST assured library, and the most common APM, which is for mobile
Yep.
application testing.
Right.
And based on that, again, we can select the framework also.
Awesome. 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 Thank you. Thank you for that answer.
Yes.
And jumping right into the topic, which is on automation testing roadmap, right? So
Mhm.
can you outline a typical roadmap or for someone who is looking to build a career in automation testing?
Yes, I would like to discuss a roadmap starting from very scratch.
Yeah.
Like, see, as I mentioned, manual testing concepts are very much important.
Mm.
So, very first, you should start with the fundamental testing. In fact, you should be very familiar with agile methodology, which is today's demand in the
Right.
market. In fact, agile scrum process, you should explore some defect tracking tool like Jira.
Yeah.
And after manual testing part, yes, the core skill, it's all about the programming. So yes, you can start learning at least one programming language like Java or any other programming language you can select. But yes, again, based on the same automation, when it comes to the automation category, as I just now discussed, different categories are available.
Right.
So you should learn yourself for that automation part, even explore some other tools, whatever it is required as per the current market. Again, I can suggest like performance testing tool, JMeter. You should
Yeah.
explore for that also. In fact, after automation part, frameworks. So frameworks will help you to, structure like well architecture we can define with the help of framework. In fact, there are ready-made frameworks available in the market like
Mm.
TestNG, Cucumber, but you can prepare your own framework also while learning like with the help of that page object model concept. So that's
Right.
again people has to focus.
Right.
Even there is a one more point I would like to add, like along with this information, you should prepare very well for the database also. Nowadays, there are a lot of questions asked on the database testing. So you should learn for the database. In fact, after that, I would suggest go for the CI/CD process,
Mm.
like continuous integration, delivery and deployment, where you can learn more about like version control system, how the Jenkins plays important role in automation. So this is what a complete roadmap you can follow to
Got it.
start your journey in automation testing.
Got it. Got it. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that. And I have
Yeah,
one question from audience,
yeah.
Rishabh. You touched a bit on this, but I'm just asking this question again. So he's saying, Rishabh is saying I'm working in functional testing and learning API with testing.
Mhm.
But could you please tell me roadmap for mobile testing part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the candidate who is asking about the mobile application testing. So, basically, if you're already working or learning Selenium, or if you know the Selenium concept, right, it is very easy to learn mobile application also. Let me tell you, you can start with your APM training because APM is one of the very popular,
Right.
mobile application testing tool. In fact, APM support both platforms, Android as well as iOS platform.
Right.
So if you have exposure on Selenium, I will suggest go with APM because internally APM server is using, Selenium WebDriver protocol only. So the scripting part quite similar
Right.
and that will be very easy to learn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Got it.
definitely
Got
I will suggest
happy.
go with
Yeah,
APM.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hope that answers your question, Rishabh. So I'll get back to one more question that is again related to the topic that we have for today, right? So the question is, what are some best practices you follow when writing or maintaining test automation tests in general? So what's your thoughts on that?
Okay. See, writing and maintaining automation script, first of all, it required, the clear planning.
Right.
And the second thing is coding discipline has to be followed.
And
Like whenever we are preparing our script, it should be independent script, guys. Okay, and along with that, whenever it is necessary, provide some meaningful naming convention to your methods, to your script. Even you can add comments that will help you to understand the whole process. In fact, your script should be, the independent. Why? Because you are able to easily debug the entire script.
Right.
Whenever you feel something is repeated, like somewhere we need to write a repeated script, right? So in that case, instead of writing that same logic again and again, you can just create a separate utility for the same, and you can just use that utility in your script. In
Yeah.
fact, I would suggest add some reporting strategies in your test script. In fact, whenever any test case fail or pass, so for that validation purpose, you can simple add, assertions in the test. And again, you can add a screenshot utility for the same. So whenever any test case fail, you can able to capture the screenshot. In fact, there is a one more point.
Hmm.
Try to integrate your automation project with your CI/CD process, because
Got it.
that will help you a lot. Like whenever you push the code and immediately is there any changes happen, immediately it will trigger. And if
Right.
there is a bug, it will catch by the tool. So that's
Right.
again a best practice you can follow.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that great answer. So, and there is
Yeah.
one more question from Anil, which is again also
Okay.
you might have test based in my last second question, but I'm reading it out again if you want to add something more on that. So Anil is asking, I want to learn automation, currently working as functional testing, and can you give me some tips or techniques on for automation programming?
Yeah. So, Anil, the question is for if it is for programming, Anil. So, let me tell you, like, you need to
Right.
prepare very well for the programming part, because programming plays very important role in automation. So, I'm not asking you to learn something with respect to direct development, but absolutely, you should try for the automation part. You should learn, like, say, if you are doing functional testing, that means either you are following Python or Java language, right? So in
Right.
that case, you should able to prepare more on object-oriented programming principles, because those things we are using in real time in our application, in our project. So definitely, Anil, you can prepare well for the programming part, and that will definitely help you to automate any type of application. It's not only related to functional
Right,
testing.
right. Awesome, awesome. Hope that answers your question, Anil. And
Yeah.
there is one more question from Asma, which is I'm reading it again. If you want to add more on it, Asma is saying I'm working as a manual tester in a startup, helping them to set up QA processes. What should my automation roadmap should look like?
Okay. So if you are already working as a manual tester, so Asma, I think at the beginning I have discussed that if you really want to start with
Right,
automation, learn programming first of all, and I will suggest go with Java, because Java is the most challenging one. Okay,
right,
most of the time I face that, like people says that okay, this is very difficult for us, but frankly speaking, Java is very simple programming language. So you should start your journey with Java. Once you learn Java, you can learn any other programming language. Second part, you can explore some tool, like you are interested in functional testing. So go with Selenium, which is totally open source
yeah,
tool. Even, whenever we select any tool, we should have some community support for that. And
right.
if you are aware that for Selenium, we have a huge community support available, right? So I would suggest go with Selenium, explore that Selenium and its other frameworks also, and that might help you in your automation journey.
Awesome. Thank you, Priyanka. Hope that answers your question, Asma. So, so there's no more question from the audience. So, folks, if you have any, please do post it in the Q&A tab. I'll try to pick the most of them. And coming to the one more question that I had, Priyanka, is how do you ensure that automated tests are reliable and provide meaningful results at the end?
Okay,
Yeah,
so yes, we can ensure that test is reliable. See, whenever we are automating the script, first of all, it should simply focused on our test objective, even our project and the product characteristics and the requirement.
right.
Second thing, while automating the software application, your environment must be stable. That's most important. And along with that, whenever you are preparing your script for the stable environment, in fact, you are writing your robust framework, right? You are adding some reporting strategy, even you are managing and maintaining your script. So that will ensure that reliable and, reliable
Yes.
outcome from that particular project.
Got
Yes.
it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Thank you for that. And I'll just right off to jump to the next question, which is morely
Mhm.
on the challenges part of the automation, right?
Okay.
So what are some common challenges that you might have faced over this journey, and how do you overcome them? If you can share maybe or talk more about your challenges and how did you overcome them, that would be great.
Yeah. So, writing automation script, okay, whenever we are simply preparing different kind of scenarios, so
Right.
the challenges could be different as per the scenario. That's my point. So,
Right.
first of all, I usually notice flaky test.
Hmm.
Like flaky test means, sometimes we prepare a test and we get
Yes.
some undesirable outcome, like which is not expected. Sometimes test got passed, sometimes test got
Yeah.
failed. That's we can call
Yeah.
flaky test. So
Yeah.
guys, if you somewhere face this kind of challenge, then I will suggest go with some platform based testing. Means if you are failing it, that script is failing on one platform, try to run it on different platforms so that you will understand the root cause behind that particular problem. In fact, you can add some weight mechanism in that, like weighting strategies we have, like in Selenium, implicit weight, explicit weight, we can add those. Even the main part is there are some other challenges, like sometimes we may get stuck at identifying dynamic UI and complex, handling some complex UI. So there I would suggest you should prepare very well for the locator strategies. Okay, go with CSS selector, XPath, that will help you a lot to handle the dynamic, the locators, even web element. In fact, the third important thing is somewhere we need to handle some large amount of data set,
Right.
and then the maintenance is the biggest issue.
Right.
So guys, for that you can just go with some test management tool, or you can simple follow data driven testing,
Right.
where you can just segregate your data from the test cases and you guys are able to implement the data driven framework. In
Right.
fact, I would like to add one more point. Like somewhere there is a biggest challenge, somewhere like whenever we are doing a cross browser testing and cross platform testing. So we need to make sure that our script should work on different platforms, even
Yeah.
different browsers. Okay. But yes, somewhere if you don't have that environment with you, in that case, I will suggest definitely you can go with the cloud testing platforms like Browser Stack is there, even Source Lab is there, right? So with the help of that, you can continue your testing process. So this is how you can handle the challenges in automation.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. There is one interesting question from Priyanka, which is
Okay.
not deeply into automation, but also how does it really help? I'm reading this out. Priyanka is saying she has around 3 years of experience in manual right now, and she's trying to ask, does learning automation helps now in terms of growing in career and in terms of getting better?
Okay, Priyanka, great question. First of all,
Yeah.
let me tell you, whenever we do software testing, so software has to be tested in both way. Only manual
Right.
testing will not help you in the current market. So absolutely, you should grow yourself for automation, learn something more, explore some tool, and that will definitely help you for your entire career. Okay, so being manual tester, I don't think so. Like your graph will not be that level whatever you are expecting in that case, right?
Yeah.
So better I will suggest, yes, absolutely go with automation testing and start learning automation.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Hope that answers your question, Priyanka. And I'm just checking if there is any more questions. Okay. Okay. Asma has another question, which
Mhm.
is basically what is the mistake people make when moving from automation to, sorry, manual to automation testing? I
Okay.
think you added a bit
Uh,
on that, but yeah.
mhm. Yeah, we have already discussed on that, but
Yeah.
sometimes what happen, the common mistake you are asking, Asma, right?
Right.
So for common mistake, like people are thinking testing, yes, absolutely testing is a what we can say a quite easy way to enter in IT, but people having that kind of assumption like, okay,
Thanks.
we don't need any programming in software testing. That's the biggest
Right.
mistake. See, nowadays what is happened, as I mentioned earlier, you as a tester, you are guiding your tool, okay, what to do and how to do. So whatever you want to test, tool will not do anything
Right.
automatically. It is automation. So you are here to become automation tester.
Right.
So that's the reason to learn automation is most important. Learn programming skills are most important because you are the only one person who is guiding your tool, what
Yeah.
to test and how to test. And definitely for this, yes, testing is important. Automation journey is important.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for adding more on that, Priyanka.
Sure.
Uh, so there are a lot of questions coming in. Flux, just make sure that you are not asking the repetitive question that Priyanka is already trying to answer. So that we make sure that we can answer most of the questions here, right? So I'm just checking how. Okay, before going to the next audience question, I have one interesting question from my end. So, which is basically, what non-technical skill do you think are important for an automation tester to succeed, other than all these things that we discussed right now?
Okay, great question again. So absolutely, guys, as I mentioned, technical part is very much important to start journey in
Yeah.
software testing, like manual plus automation. But along with the technical skill, okay, when it comes to the non-technical, very first you should have analytical mind. Okay, I'm just talking about mind. And the second part is absolutely you should have a good communication skill. Guys,
Right.
very much interesting part. Like you should be very passionate about your work. Okay, then
Right.
whatever work it is, you should be very passionate about your work. That will also help you a lot in your career and growth. In fact, be productive. Okay, so somewhere it's not like that learning only one language is enough or learning only one automation testing is enough. So you should ready to upgrade yourself
Right.
in this automation journey. So that's again, I can say like a non-technical skill you can follow.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that. And there is one more interesting question. This was also in mine, but also Rahul is also asking about this. This is basically, how do you see the role of
Okay.
automation testing and in profiling? How do you see that in, let's say, in coming 5, 10 years? So how does you see it's evolving in the stage?
Okay, so role of automation testing evolved significantly in coming years, right? So it is because the advancement in technologies,
Right.
even continuously we have a demand for the quality product.
Right.
In fact, I can say that there are changing software development practices also. So I
Right.
can see automation in coming years, absolutely it will be more intelligent because we are going to integrate with AI and machine learning. So guys, absolutely AI will not replace automation testing, but with the help of AI tools, you guys are able to prepare your effective test cases and efficient
100%.
test cases. So that I can see.
100%. Great answer. Thank you for that. I'm just checking if there is any more questions from the folks. Um,
Sure.
okay. Got it. Okay. Ankita has one question. This is more related to a resume part of things. I'm assuming she's transitioning from manual to automation or something. But her question is basically, does including projects and its link or about the project in the resume helps, and how can it be better or something?
Yeah. So definitely Ankita, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely, it's in resume. You need to enter your entire profile that what work exactly you are doing, and in fact, adding project details that will add some more insight, so that people will understand what the role responsibilities you have completed in the previous organization. So definitely, I will suggest add all of your certifications, even completed project, even the number of year experience, and what exactly you have explored so far, right? So you
Right.
can add those things in the resume also.
Awesome, awesome. Hope that answers your question, Ankur. And I have one last question from my end. Before that, I would like to inform again, folks, if you have any question, please do post it in the Q&A tab, and I'll try to get that and get that answered from Priyanka. Um, so yeah. So my last question was basically this. Is there any advice that you would like to give to aspiring automation testers that we haven't covered so far till now? If you want to share more about that, or if you have any more thoughts on the topic, so what would you like to share?
Yeah, sure. So actually, see, we have covered almost many of the things like
Right.
roadmap and everything, but still, I would like to add some more insights on that.
Sure,
Guys,
sure.
whenever you'll be starting your journey in automation testing, I would suggest learn thoroughly the entire automation. In fact, manual testing part, okay, software testing important. So again, you can just learn programming skills. You can learn, explore some different tools for different technologies. Even prepare well for your interview. Okay, many of the participants says that we didn't receive any call. So you
Right.
have to check it out, the resume building process for that. In fact, you can prepare well for the interview. And the second part is do not use any shortcuts to write
Right.
your script. Okay, that's a humble suggestion from my side. That will not help you to improve your skill. So don't go for any kind of shortcuts. Prepare yourself, learn yourself, and whatever you have learned, implement in your current project. Okay, so don't limit yourself. Like there are
Right.
many things that we can do, but do not limit yourself and just stay focused on your goal. That's what I can add.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for that, Priyanka. So
Yes.
there is no more audience questions that's related to the topic so far. But will wait for a few more a few more seconds and see if there is any more questions that we have from the audience. Let's wait for 10 seconds.
I can see one question. Can I take that?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I think Rosen is asking like how much Java preparation is required for the automation
Yes, yes, I
training, right?
found
That's
it.
a
Yeah,
good question.
yeah.
Yes, so whenever, yes, how much Java is required for automation engineering? Absolutely. Got it. So, whenever you start learning Java programming, yes, absolutely, core Java part is most important because based on that only you will understand what is a class, what is an object, how you will prepare your, variable declaration part. Even along with the basics, control flow statements, it's a common topic in every programming language.
Right.
Along with that, in Java, as it is an object-oriented programming language, go for constructor, some deep dive into the memory management, how the JVM manage internal memories and all, right? In fact, you can go for object-oriented programming principle. That's the most important one. So we have four principles in object-oriented programming language: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, data abstraction. So you can learn, those programming or those approaches also. Along with that, in Java, framework part, like collection framework we have. So you should, work or you should learn collection framework. All the list and set interface you should prepare very well for your programming practice. In fact, along with that, go for exception handling part. Okay, so these are the core topics that usually we need to learn Java. Okay, along with that, see, I have noticed that most of the product-based companies, they are having some requirements for their product. There you need to more and more focus on the data structure part. So yes, if you get a chance to go for the data structure part, learn more about Java and data structure also.
Got it. Got it. Thank you so much for that. Um, there is one more question from Kamal. I'm just posting it here.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll read it out. Kamal says he has 3 years of experience in manual testing and completed automation testing related courses, but whatever recruiters call and asking hands-on experience on automation testing, right? So, how do I respond to this situation, or how to overcome all this?
Okay. So, if you have already completed automation testing course, I know that whenever we go for the training institutes, absolutely, you will be able to explore their multiple scenarios. But trainer is explaining, suppose one example to you, how to automate any bootstrap dropdown. Then you should explore more examples on the same, right? And this is how you guys are able to simple, handle and understand like how we can explore in the real time also.
Right.
So whatever we teach in the training part, same things are there in real time also, guys. But you need to understand those part. And for that reason, let me suggest you something like whatever you are learning, just try to implement with different applications. Once you practice more, then only you are able to, understand in real work and real time exposure you will get in that
Got it.
case.
Got it. Hope that answers your question, Rishabh, Kamal. With that, we are on time. Priyanka, any
Sure.
final thoughts you'd like to add?
No, actually, it's great to see all of these candidates and
Yes.
you also, right? So I just want to thank you, Test Drive, for this opportunity. And thank you
Thank you.
everyone for connecting us, joining us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, folks, for joining in. And thank you so much for your time, Priyanka, and sharing your insights on
Yeah,
automation
sure.
testing. We will reach you out back on some other event or some other opportunity that we can utilize for this. Yep. Thank you so
Sure,
much
sure.
once again.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so
everyone.
much. Thank you, everyone.